ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜਾਣੀ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੜਿਆ ਜਾਵੇ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਚਲੋ ਵਾਰਡਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ, ਚਲੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਬੇਟੇ ਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਵੀ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੇ ਜਾਨ ਬਚਾਈ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਜ਼ਰੀਆ ਬਣੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖ ਲਿਆ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਦੇਖਦੀ ਫਿਰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਆ। ਪਰ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਬੇਟੇ ਦੀ ਗਲਤੀ ਸੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਦੇ, ਅਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਹੀ ਅਵਾਰਡ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਵਾ ਦੇਣਾ ਸੀਗਾ। ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਪਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨਾ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਠੀਕ ਆ, ਜਾਣੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ। ਮੇਰਾ ਬੇਟਾ ਤਾਂ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਆ, ਜਾਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਹਮਲਾ, ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਠੀਕ ਹਾਂ। ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੀ ਜਨਤਾ ਬਣ ਗਈ, ਉਹਨੇ ਆਪਦੀ ਪਰਵਾਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤੀ। ਬਹੁਤ ਦਲੇਰ ਅਤੇ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਆ, ਜਲਦੀ ਠੀਕ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਆਪਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰੂਗਾ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ। ਬਸ ਇਹੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ।
ਅਤੇ ਅੰਕਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ 'ਚ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਦਿਨ ਬਰ ਦਿਨ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਇਨਕਰੀਜ਼ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਅਤੇ ਲੋਕ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਗਲਫ 'ਚ ਸਿਟੀਆਂ 'ਚੋਂ ਨੂੰ। ਅਤੇ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ?
ਦੇਖੋ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਵਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ, ਇਸ ਸਵਾਲ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਵਾਸੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਤੋਂ ਚਿੰਤਤ ਆ, ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਧ ਗਿਆ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਜੋਤੀ ਸਿੰਘ ਮਾਨ 'ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਬੇਟੇ 'ਤੇ ਹਮਲਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਦਿਨੀ, ਉਹ 4 ਤਰੀਕ ਨੂੰ ਹਮਲਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ, ਅਤੇ ਹਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਹ ਫੜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਏ। ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਭ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹੀ, ਪੁਲਿਸ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਾਈਂਡ ਤਾਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਆ, ਪਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੋ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਵਾਲੇ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਜਲਦੀ ਤੋਂ ਜਲਦੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਵੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣੀ ਕਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆ। ਬਾਕੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਦੇ ਉਸ ਦਿਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਬਹੁਤ ਘਟਨਾਵਾਂ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕੀਆਂ ਨੇ। ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤਾਜ਼ਾ ਘਟਨਾ ਉਹ ਪਰਸੋਂ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸ਼ੈਲਡਨ ਪਲਾਜ਼ੇ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਕਿਰਪਾਨਾਂ ਚੱਲੀਆਂ, ਜਾਂ 2 ਮੁੰਡੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਜ਼ਖਮੀ ਹੋ ਗਏ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਤਲਵਾਰਾਂ ਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਗਈਆਂ। ਤਲਵਾਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਖਮੀ ਜਾਂ ਇੰਜਰੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ, ਅਤੇ ਉਹ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਹੌਸਪੀਟਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ 15 ਟਾਂਕੇ 15 ਟਾਂਕੇ ਲੱਗੇ ਆ, ਸਟਿਚਜ਼ ਲੱਗੇ ਆ। ਪਰ ਇਹ ਜੋ ਰੁਝਾਨ ਆ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਵਾਸੀਆਂ ਦਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਾੜਾ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜੰਗ ਇੱਥੇ, ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹੂੰਗਾ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਆ ਜਾਂ PR ਆ ਜਾਂ ਉਹ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਜਾਂ ਸਿਟੀਜ਼ਨ ਆ, ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਉਹ ਵਰਕ ਪਰਮਿਟ ਵਾਲੇ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ। ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕ ਆ, ਕਈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਪੁਕਾਰੀਏ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਕਲਚਰ ਇੰਨਾ ਭੈੜਾ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ। ਆਮ ਵਾਸੀ ਜਾਂ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਜਾਂ ਲੇਡੀਜ਼ ਵੀ ਆ, ਜਾਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜੈਂਟਸ ਵੀ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਵੀ, ਉਹ ਅਨਸੇਫ ਸਮਝ ਰਹੇ ਆ। ਇਹ ਜਲਦੀ ਤੋਂ ਜਲਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਮੇਅਰ ਤੋਂ ਮੰਗ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਜਲਦੀ ਤੋਂ ਜਲਦੀ ਨਕੇਲ ਪਾਈ ਜਾਵੇ, ਜੋ ਕਿ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਵਾਸੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਸੇਫ ਸਮਝਣ।
Well, welcome here to the City Hall Conservatory. Thank you to be here at Brampton City Hall for this special occasion. I should note I'm joined by Ward Councillor, Regional Councillor Michael Paleshi, Regional Councillor Gurpreet Dillon, and City Councillor Harkirat Singh. I've just acknowledged the 3 councillors, if you could stand. And we're here today to honor a remarkable woman in our community. We're here to honor a remarkable mother, Jasmine Kaur Mann. This is, yes, if you want to stand. And we're going to more appropriately recognize you in a moment, but this is the first time in the 4 years that I've been Mayor of Brampton that our council has passed a resolution to give out a Heroes Award. And I think it's very appropriate that we have decided at this moment to recognize an extraordinary citizen. You know, everywhere I look in the city, I see a sense of community, of love, of neighbors looking out for each other. And we have a peaceful community. But on August 4th, we faced horrible incidents, a sense of our safety that came crashing down. I'm sure everyone has seen the news reports as it was on national television as well as local news. And I don't need to recount the senseless act of violence, of horrifying violence that the Mann family was subject to. I remember receiving the phone call from Jyoti Mann's father and the horror in your voice to describe the incident your family had to go through. The repugnance of this behavior, words don't adequately describe. But today we're not here to denounce the behavior that we all realize is vile and repugnant. We're here to recognize the courage in that moment of adversity, the bravery of Jasmine Kaur Mann. I think it speaks to the intensity of the love that a mother has for their child. The fact that Jasmine Kaur Mann would run towards danger. Could you imagine, normally you see, if you saw an incident like that, you would run the opposite direction and people would be horrified. But you ran to save your son. You risked your own safety. You stopped something much worse from happening because of your bravery. This moment was captured on camera. We were all able to witness your remarkable courage. We applaud your courage. At the same time, we condemn the violence that your son faced. The city of Brampton, your city, we wanted to acknowledge your remarkable bravery and your courage. And I hope we're going to be able to translate this all to you so you can hear the words of affection we have for Jasmine Kaur Mann. But for this first time, the first time our city council has passed a motion to present a Heroes Award is in the instance of Jasmine Kaur Mann. And so it's my privilege to invite Regional Councillor Michael Pleshy up to say a quick word. Then we're going to present a special token of appreciation from the Brampton Fire Department. And at the very end, we're going to present our Hero Award to Jasmine Kaur Mann. But before I get to present this award to you, I do want to make sure that the local councillor, and so for the area that you live, the councillor that represents that area is Regional Councillor Michael Pleshy, and he wanted to, on behalf of the ward that you live, say a few words as well.
Mrs. Mann, I just wanted to say to you that I don't know, and I couldn't imagine what you were going through, but to see the courage that you had, it made me proud to be a Bramptonian, to know that you would go and scare off people like that, and it made me proud to be the politician that represents your area, and to do anything that I can do to make lives better for the area that we live in, the area that I represent. And you, Miss Mann, are a true hero, and thank you so much for that.
And Ravjot, if you want to come and present your token of appreciation from the fire department. So the fire chief is away this week, but we've got Division Chief Ravjot here, and this is an honorary badge from the fire department that we're going to present to you. It doesn't mean you have to put out fires. It just means we're recognizing you as a community hero, and the chief's coin and a certificate of recognition for your bravery. Ravjot's going to come and present this to you. And then, of course, the moment we've been waiting for, if I could ask Jasmine Kaur Mann to come up here on the stage so we can present our Heroes Award to you. Now I'm going to, Jasmine, did you want to say a word about this moment of bravery? And maybe we can see if there's someone could help translate. Yeah. Okay.
ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਬੇਟੇ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਨਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਮੇਰਾ ਬੇਟੇ ਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਹੈਪਨ ਹੋਈ ਸੀਗੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਮਾਂ ਡੈਡ ਮੈਂ ਠੀਕ ਆ।
ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਪੈਟਿਕ ਬਰਾਉਨ, ਗੁਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਢਿੱਲੋਂ ਜੀ, ਕਰੈਸ਼ੀ ਜੀ, ਜਾਂ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੌਂਸਲਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਗਰੇਵਾਲ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵੀ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਦੇਖੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਬੇਟੇ 'ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਟੈਕ ਹੋਇਆ, ਬਾਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ 'ਚ ਟਰਾਂਸਲੇਟ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ, ਅਤੇ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਮੰਦਭਾਗਾ ਹੋਇਆ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮਾਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਭਾਵੁਕ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ। ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਇੰਨਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ, ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਪੈਟਿਕ ਬਰਾਉਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਇੱਥੇ ਖੜ੍ਹੇ ਆ, ਮੇਅਰ ਗੁਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਢਿੱਲੋਂ ਜੀ ਖੜ੍ਹੇ ਆ, ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਜਿਹਨੇ ਕੌਂਸਲਰ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਵਾਕਫੀਅਤ ਰੱਖਦੇ, ਸਾਰੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਹੰਸਰਾਜ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰੋ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਕੁ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਦੇਖੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦੋਸ਼ੀ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਕਾਰਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਛੇਤੀ ਤੋਂ ਛੇਤੀ ਅਰੈਸਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਵੇ। ਇੰਨਾ ਹੀ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਕਰਦਾ।
ਮੇਰਾ ਬੇਟਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਆ, ਬਹੁਤ ਸ਼ੇਰ ਪੁੱਤ ਆ। ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਸੱਟ ਵੱਜੀ ਸੀ, 170 ਟਾਂਕੇ ਨੇ, ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੌਸਪੀਟਲ 'ਚ ਇਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਹੀ ਕਿ ਮਾਂ ਰੋਣਾ ਨੀਗਾ, ਮੈਂ ਠੀਕ ਆ, ਮੇਰੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਡਰ ਜਾਣਗੇ, ਮੇਰਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਕਿ ਮੇਰਾ ਅੰਗੂਠਾ ਵੱਢਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਜਾਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਕੁਛ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਅਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਠੀਕ ਆ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਾਊਡ ਬਹੁਤ ਆ ਵੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਬੇਟਾ ਇੰਨਾ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਆ। ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਜਲਦੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਊਂਗਾ। ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਡਾਕਟਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਉੱਠ ਸਕਦਾ, ਅਤੇ ਉਹ 2 ਮਹੀਨਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਦਾ ਐਨ ਕਵਰ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾ। ਗੁੱਡ ਬੇਟਾ ਵਾ ਮੇਰਾ, ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਵਾ। ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਜ਼ਰੀਆ ਮੇਰਾ ਤਾਂ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਵਾ, ਬਚਾਉਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਤਾਂ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਹੀ। ਬਸ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਹੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ।
And just for a translation, here's Kuldeep Goli.
Thank you, Mayor Brown. So mother showed her love and told how brave Jyoti Mann, her son, is. He recovered so quickly, although doctors were saying it will take 6 months or so, but in a short while he recovered a lot. And Jyoti Mann's dad thanked everybody for their support, and he is requesting Mayor Brown to you and the councillors to help as much as you can to bring those criminals into bars. Thank you very much.
And to conclude our ceremonies, we have MP Ruby Sahota here, who is the local MP for that area. And to also recognize Jasmail's courage, I'm going to ask MP Ruby Sahota come up.
Good evening, everyone, or good afternoon. Thank you, Mayor Brown, for the kind introduction and allowing me to be a part of your ceremony here at City Hall today. Thank you for all of the attendees that have come, especially the media as well. We owe, I think, the family, the Mann family as well, I know would like to recognize the good work of the media, of bringing to light the issue, and I think it is because of the work that you've done that it's so much attention has been paid to this case. And Peel Regional Police, I know from my conversations, and I've heard from the conversations that the mayor has had as well, is taking this investigation very seriously. As the Member of Parliament for Brampton North, which is the riding in which the Mann family resides, and in which this incident occurred. I too have been actively voicing my opinion on the matter, and I know I've heard from lots of other constituents in the area and from the wider Brampton community as well that they are very disturbed and afraid since the incident has happened. You know, there is a sense of safety that we all like to feel at our homes, and when something like this happens within our home, on our driveway, it's very disturbing to all in the community, but especially to the Mann family, who I would say has handled this with a lot of bravery. And out of the whole family, someone that we all recognized from the videos that we saw that were shared was Jasmail Mann, Jyoti or Gagandeep Mann's mother, who bravely came out, and we spoke a little while ago, and she told me that she wasn't even supposed to be coming out to the driveway at all. She was supposed to be heading up for a shower, and that's what she said she was going to do. But I would say some motherly instinct in her awoke and she decided to go out to the driveway instead of doing what she was supposed to do. And thank God that she did. I think things could have ended a lot worse if she wasn't there as a witness and wasn't able to interject into that moment and ward off the attackers. So on behalf of myself and the Government of Canada and the Queen, I would like to present Jasmail Kaur with a pin of the Queen's Jubilee pin, her Platinum Jubilee pin, which stands for bravery and courage, everything that Jasmail Kaur has exhibited in her act of bravery in saving her son, and I'm sure she would do it for anybody because it's just a natural instinct that arose inside of her. So ਥੋੜੇ ਜਿਹੇ ਮੈਂ ਲਫ਼ਜ਼ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਕਹੂੰਗੀ ਜੋ ਬਹਾਦਰੀ ਆਂਟੀ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਉਸ ਦਿਨ 'ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਦੇ ਪੁੱਤ ਲਈ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਪਰ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਉਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਲਈ ਵੀ ਉਸ ਮੂਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੀ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਚੀਜ਼ ਜਾਗੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਐਂਡ ਆਈ ਨੋ ਦੈਟ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ we have a lot of pride in being brave and being a brave and courageous community and I know Auntie Ji has displayed that. ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਇੱਕ ਰੋਲ ਮਾਡਲ ਬਣ ਗਏ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੋ ਇਹੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਯੂ ਆਰ ਰੋਲ ਮਾਡਲ ਫॉर all of us that ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਇਨਜਸਟਿਸ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਕੋਈ ਗਲਤ ਕੰਮ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਉਠਾਉਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਕਦਮ ਜੇ ਇੱਕ ਕਦਮ ਵੀ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੋ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੋ ਆਊਟਕਮ ਆ ਉਹ ਬਦਲ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਅਤੇ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੇਟੇ ਦੀ ਜਾਨ ਬਚਾਈ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਉਸ ਦਿਨ ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਸਿਰਫ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਰੈਕਗਨਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਔਨ ਬਿਹਾਫ ਆਫ ਦ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਆਫ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਪਰ ਸਿਟੀ ਆਫ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਐਂਡ ਆਈ ਨੋ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਕੰਪਲੀਮੈਂਟਸ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਮਾਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਤਾਂ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਾਂ ਹੋਵੇ ਸੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਸਟੇਜ 'ਤੇ ਬੁਲਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਕਮ ਅਪ ਟੂ ਦ ਸਟੇਜ Thank you so much.
So this concludes our formal ceremony of recognizing Jasmail's incredible courage. And I think Ravjot, you were hoping to get a group photo to conclude for anyone that wants to take a photo with Jasmail, maybe with MP Sahoda, Ravjot, and the family, and anyone else interested.
Hi. So we had Chief Nishant Duryappa in Parvasi studio last week, and our editor Rajinder Saini asked him the same question regarding the increasing crime in Brampton, also considering the recent issue that took place at Sheridan College where there were sword fights outside, and this is one of the incidents. The issue took place almost a month ago, but still the attackers are not identified. So what do you have to say about that?
Again, I'm just going to say, my name is Navjeet Kaur Brar. I'm actually your city councillor candidate for wards 2 and 6. And again, when we're going door knocking, we're hearing that crime is increasing. And we need to tackle these situations. We need to tackle crime. So having more police force here, we're having more programs and organizations to tackle these situations are very important. And just, Miss Mann, such her bravery, she's a role model for everyone. As a mother, that's a big it's a big step as a mom just to kind of go knowing that her son is getting attacked with weapons. She came along and she had the brave sense of taking that into consideration and saving her son. I wish everyone could follow her footsteps and making sure that we tackle crime, and also let's talk about crime in city. Let's bring that more forward.
So Andrea, we know that you're running from Brampton Councillor, ward number 3 and 4.
Yes.
but the crime is rising at an increasing rate here in Brampton. If you consider Jyoti Mann's incident and then the incident that took place at Sheridan College. So what do you have to say about the increasing crime in Brampton?
It's terrible, and everywhere we go, this is what people are talking about. This is the number one issue that residents are concerned about: crime. Like you said, we saw what happened to Mrs. Mann. She knew her son needed help, ran out of the house to save him. She deserves all of the respect and the honor that she received today. And then we saw the video of what happened the other night. It's awful, and we need to do something. So again, when I'm talking to people, crime is number one on the list. We need more neighborhood watch. We need to be taking care of each other as neighbors. We need to make sure we're reducing the amount of car theft. So that's something that I'm really passionate about, and when it comes to this campaign, that is what I'm determined to do. We need to make sure the next group of councillors has crime at the top of the priority. We need to reduce the amount of car thefts. We need to make sure everyone feels safe. You should be able to leave your house anytime you want, walk down the street, walk to get a coffee, and not be worried or have to look over your shoulder. And my gosh, you shouldn't have to worry about someone attacking your own child in their own driveway. I want to let all the viewers know the crime still hasn't been solved yet. We're still looking for the perpetrators. If anybody has any information, please contact the police.
So Ruby, we are here acknowledging the bravery of Mrs. Mann, but little do we talk about why would a mother have to run to her driveway to save her son? Why would she have to run to three men who are hitting her son? They are armed, and it's great that we acknowledge her bravery at the moment, but we also need to acknowledge the increasing crime in Brampton. So what is your take on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. This should never have taken place. It should have never happened. No crime should ever happen or take place. I don't know if you'll ever meet a person who will disagree with that. The reality is that things do take place. What we want is there to be justice to be served in this situation. We want, and the family wants, that the assailants, the attackers, to be identified, to be arrested, to serve the harshest punishment of the law. And those that are co-conspirators or behind the incident, for all of those people to be found in the investigation. I have had conversations with other political representatives, and I understand also with Peel Regional Police has been working hard on the investigation, and they want to make sure that the same is done, that justice is served. So that is what we're looking forward to. In the meantime, I think a lot of people on social media in the community did recognize that Jasmil Kaur, Jyoti Mann's mother, was very brave in that moment, and that, you know, we should recognize that bravery, and many people commended what she had done. She saved her son's life, and no mother should have to do it, but she did do it.
Right, and the incident took place on August 4, and it's been a month, and the perpetrators have not been identified. And we have another series of criminals that are on the queue now. The incident that happened at the Sheridan College, where there was fight and there were swords being raised. So it's again one of the incidents where the crime is increasing in Brampton.
Yeah, so I was at Peel Regional Police just the other day talking about these issues with other members of Parliament and the Minister of Public Safety as well. They did present to us the work that they are doing, the active investigation team that they have on various different issues that are happening in the community, whether they be of assault situations or whether they are theft or other types of crime that are occurring. They assure us that they are working hard on these matters, and so it's our job to make sure they have the tools that they need, the resources that they need. All levels of government should make sure that our police is properly funded, adequately equipped, to make sure that they can meet the demands of the community. And so that's what our conversations were about. And on behalf of the federal government, we will make sure that the police has the tools that it needs. And so we talked in depth about some of those things. So I live in Brampton as well. I do want to make that, known, and many of us do. I live in the same type of, neighborhoods that others do. My son goes to public school just like most of our children do. And the concerns that you have as a Bramptonian and those watching at home are concerns I share as well. What I do is also having to inform if there's suspicious behavior or activity in my community, making sure that the police is well informed about those situations so that they can investigate, so that we can prevent crime from occurring. We talked a little bit more about preventative measures as well. That's something Peel Regional Police wants to put some time into with other social group partners, social associations in the community, so that we can prevent crime from happening, because our job is not just as a government to only punish, but to make sure that we have less of these incidents. Like you have said, no mother should have to do this. No shopper should have to witness a fight happening in a corner mall. So I hear what the community is saying, and I share your concerns, and I'm also voicing your concerns at the highest levels.